Hello everyone, it is Bulldog here, the world's greatest silver analyst, here for CLG's play-in match for the playoffs. If you notice, I recorded the Cloud9 video, and I don't have one up about FlyQuest, because for some reason I thought we played Cloud9 first in the week, not FlyQuest. So I watched the Cloud9 game and saw our record, and realized that we lost, and after how we played against Cloud9, I did not want to watch that game. And so we have Fragis and Pobelter in for the tiebreaker for the potential to get into playoffs. I'm torn on whether I actually want us to get into playoffs, because I think we're less likely to blow things up and try a different direction if we get into playoffs. But there's also the hope, the very, 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 very slim hope, that we can turn things around if we do get in. This does seem like the quintessential CLG comp. Pobelter on Twisted Fate. Ruin on Camille. Fragis on Set, which I guess is... I don't know what Fragis plays besides buy. And it didn't even draw a ban. And Stixay on Ezreal. Smoothie on Bard. This is going to be a 1-3-1 comp, which is not very strong right now. Dignitas also... they're more of a 4-1 comp with globals to get numbers advantages. So let's see how this goes. I fully expect Dardoch to absolutely take a massive steaming dump all over Fragis, because he is such a significantly better player. We did not play well against Shen in the past. It got buffed. I know Ruin's Camille has been banned a lot, and wow, my prediction of Fragis getting shit on has already come true, giving first blood over to Dardoch's Olaf. Well, nice season, boys. Yeah, one of the few carry junglers left in LCS. Start off with a kill. Holy crap. Okay. This is actually sad.
Dardoch is going to have the extra long sword coming into it. Oh my goodness. That bubble from Phoenix.
That was a really good bubble by Phoenix, but super well played by Dardoch to position himself in a way to be able to chase him down, even if he flashed away, to limit the way Fragis could run away. So Fragis is going to get absolutely bodied, because I guess it's really smart of Pobelter here to try and push in and I get it so Phoenix isn't able to roam over, because if I were Dardoch, I would be fighting this motherfucker at his blue and killing him every time, because I am Olaf and I already have a kill. I have such a huge advantage, and I'm just gonna kill the motherfucker. And now they have vision of Fragis. They had the ward there anyway. Bruin is getting pushed in. And basically, we want to try and break the map open as soon as possible. Allow us to 1-3-1, get Camille ahead. And yeah, Dardoch already going to be a camp ahead. A kill ahead. And could look for a dive here. because
continually pushing in on Stixxay's team
Smoothie
and even getting them pretty
is
close.
not good at
Look for it. They're looking for Smoothie
Bard,
right now. Can it be enough? Smoothie is the target right now. Gets poked
and
a
they
little
do
bit.
just chunk him
Product takes
down.
away the fact that he indeed took
It's
the
super
run down.
non-committal,
It's actually pretty easy to infer at this
but
point.
it just puts them in a rough spot
Just sit there
and
play
just
defensively. Act's gonna land again.
prevents them from like backing away or actually doing anything. And it allows this Dignitas bot lane to just have a ton of pressure, and Dardoch doesn't sacrifice anything for it. He doesn't lose a camp. He doesn't lose like any jungle timings really.
Because Smoothie and Stixxay have to constantly work
The only
on
thing Fragga he gives up is a
not taking the back here.
safe and free back for Fraggas, which is totally worth the tower plate.
Continue to pressure with the extra
Oh,
ward.
okay. Goodbye, Povelter.
Mid lane, this is gonna hurt a lot. Povelter has to flash early and not take any more damage. The
Oh.
chickens will at least go over to Fragga
And-
as a result. And Dardoch now spotted here, and look, it's equal camps on both sides.
And Fraggas being too aggressive yet again.
Goes the stun, flashes this time as Afro shows
It
up
looks
quick.
like
Goes
Silver
to
solo
go
queue.
over the wall, wants to get into this one.
And he's
Fraggas
gonna
is
die
low.
again.
He's the blast blast barely
Okay, he didn't die.
pushed
He's-
out of his own
but
jungle.
Man, it's so
now Stixxay's all alone under bottom tower. They're bringing 4, and you're just dead. If your enemy has the freedom to bring 4 bot and not get punished heavily for it, then you're fucked.
2v1, actually, sorry, 2v4 as Phoenix on the other side from his team for now finally gets the reinforcements. They're going to get away from that one.
They just get a free kill onto an Ezreal early game,
In mid, we'll lose some of that farm.
and
Now Stixxay will TP back.
the Olaf is just so primed. He's already started to take over the game.
They really came out swinging. They're not changing the pace up here at all. Completely offensive mindset. Dardoch getting the first blood.
And this is the exact kind of game Dignitas likes to play. Hyper aggressive, just choke you out of all your resources, and just absolutely pub stomp you. And right now, Viper and Aframu and Johnson are all on picks to enable Dardoch and Phoenix to be able to do what they do.
Right now, checking in the top lane, though. Ruin blind picked the lane. Viper picked, to be fair, a bit more for the team than for the lane, but a 15 CSD as Ruin completes his first recall. The lane, Sheen is in. He's got to feel comfy about how the match is going to play out. In the pretty much heads-up 2-on-2, or sorry, 1-on-1, I should say, got the lead so far against Viper, but Dignitas as a team, they're up about 1,000 gold off of jungle difference.
But
off of
hey,
map
look at the
difference.
positive.
Dardoch with
CLG's
all the
gonna
money.
finish better than they did last split.
Double longsword is in. Now going for the early ocean grade.
Yep.
This was a 4 and 2 start.
Now level 6, so as you're looking at the CS up there, Viper's looking at
A 4 and 2 start to the season.
both of the top laners, so it still could be an
We have
easy
gone 1 and 11.
and until Viper can either interrupts it or tries to force it out with some top side pressure with Dardoch or something, it still could be an answer for Ruin. Just a little bit more of a delay on that one than the arrival of your Stand United. Regardless, stop pushing. Want to keep up the pressure on the bottom side, keep finding those objectives.
I mean, we're not out of this game,
Forward spot right now, stuck
but
in front of
man,
the
are we in a
with
tough spot.
Zero vision at all. CLG have a control ward top side, and there is nothing.
I mean,
Viper knows. He has
that's
no
just
idea
classic
that he's
CLG,
trying to
not getting
push
any vision fucking
Pogo
anywhere.
up there, and with Hextech Ultimatum, you are just dead. So he is bleeding farm right now. It is still a freeze. He's going to get farther behind Rune with the first level 7, and maybe CLG can find their win through top because they are down 1,000 gold elsewhere.
So you actually need 4 ranged minions if it's right in front of your turret to keep it there indefinitely too. I believe there were only 3.
Is Ruin freezing?
To the top side though.
Holy shit!
And Aframu just keep waiting
That-
on this turret and get a third turret plate almost all by themselves.
Ruin freezing, like,
First one down, but overall,
that,
they smashed down
if
his
you
farm
can
side.
get a huge advantage like that,
They're not really rich
that's
off the
really
turret.
good.
You know, it's maybe 40 gold or so.
You can do that successfully.
Really
Wow.
low around through the Olaf, obviously hurt a little bit. Afro also, by the way, going for the more aggressive, the arguably greedier support item in going Spell Thieves. Obviously, you must play someone aggressively to get the same gold income that Relic Shield would give you. You can hope that he can do that. Hitting the turret does that.
So well done by Ruin to get a huge advantage in that lane. There's a level and CS advantage. Like, there is hope with that, with how far Ruin is outclassing Viper.
First blood and a lot of Drake neutral. He's got the first Drake. He's now going for the Herald.
And Fraggus just walking into a place he shouldn't be again.
They're going for the play. Gold Card's going to land on Dardoch. He does have the ult. He's going to
And Dardoch can just turn this because he has a Shen, he has an Ashe for global support. He has global support to be able to take whatever the fuck fight he wants. And Fraggus just takes a fight that he shouldn't. And Ruin can crash this wave in a tower, but he might... Nah, he won't die for it because... but they just gotta funnel more gold onto their Ashe. And, like, our really only big win condition is going to be the Ruin split push. Because that Ashe is going to be massive. Ruin will be big. I mean, Dardoch is already huge. Phoenix has a lead because he has a kill. Like, Bobolter's out farming him.
Hands it off to Johnson, who has been doing work in these Dignitas games.
Yep.
And just lifts him up for success here. You'll love to see it, Freak. He also gave the Stand United.
And Dardoch, or Dignitas, was 0-9 to start with. Then they put Dardoch in, and they've turned it around. Have they had a winning record with Dardoch?
Most honored of all top laners is Shen.
That'd be insane.
They released some stuff about that one, so I like
That's like MVP level shit.
And yeah, Viper, you know, the stat's going to look bad this game. This is not his fault. He picks the matchup for the team. It is a good matchup for winning the game. It is not the best matchup for the 1v1. And yes, he's giving away waves at a time here as well. Either way, Smoothie gets slowed.
I mean, Johnson's arrow is almost up. Smoothie just dies. Wow. No. Okay, putting Fraggus in is one of the worst decisions I've seen in a long time. Like, Wiggly was not playing well, but this is just another level. Wiggly was at least reasonably getting shit on. Like, he was at least he was at least, you know, bleeding slowly. Fraggus just coin flips it, but it's a roll of the dice, and the dice are weighted. Like the two games I've watched of the fucker, he's trying to fight Blabber and Dardoch early, the two best early game junglers in the entire fucking region. Maybe Closer is up there, but guys that are just absolutely dominant in the early game and mechanical freaks. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fight them while in a losing matchup and no support from my lanes. He has no understanding of lane pressure. He has no understanding of where he can be on the map at specific times. It is actually, I think it might be the worst professional jungling I've ever seen in my life. Like Spica isn't good, but he just does the same path every game, and he plays it very conservative. And he tries not to fuck up, and he lets Bjergsen and Doublelift. He makes it easy to be carried. You could put Fraggus on a team with fucking Faker, Uzi, like Prime Faker, Prime Uzi, Prime Mad Life, and fucking like Prime Marin or Keen or motherfucker for Invictus that won Worlds. I can't think of his name right now. And they probably wouldn't be able to make Worlds because the fucker would be so hard to carry. Jesus, this is just a pathetic display of jungling. 2 games in a row. Holy shit.
Yeah, and Dardoch is going to run straight mid here. They get a spell heal.
Like, you had to try something because Wiggly wasn't working, and this was your only other option. But, fuck.
away. Viper's too tanky. Here comes the squad. Phoenix and Johnson. He is going for the 1v1.
You know, it's like
from Ruin. Fraggus gonna be in danger here.
choosing between,
Offset at best. He's gonna try
I
to
don't know,
play a nice stun. He buys some time, but not more.
leukemia and colon cancer. One will at least kill you slowly.
And Olaf, goodbye. Dardoch is unstoppable.
But
Yep, on the bottom side. Stix 8 trying to
but
connect.
colon cancer will just like instantly kill you. And oh my god. Holy shit. This is the greatest implosion I've ever seen.
This dignitized team just
This is full mental boom.
it's just
And Ruin is playing a good game.
we're talking about
Ruin's playing so well.
Stan United
But look at this shit.
lifting them up
Pobelter's playing well.
for the second time. Double
You could actually build a team around those two.
back. Thanks for the minion
Like,
bro.
Ruin's playing this shit well.
I've got
Pobelter's playing this shit well. Ruin is not being greedy.
forward.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do his stupid greedy shit in the past couple of weeks. He's cleaned that up,
Behind on this dig.
which was his biggest issue.
The advice you always
Pobelter's playing well, but Jesus fucking Christ.
does absolutely nothing.
Yep, double
This is so fucking pathetic. Oh, let me just pull this person away from the fucking teammate that does damage. Up, and then I'm gonna int? Okay.
turn their sides towards Fraggus.
Fuck, put me in, I'll do better.
Then Dark
Seriously.
once again. Olaf versus Bard.
Put me in on set, I'll play better. I promise.
Completely annihilate that support. And just when CLG thinks, oh man, we can get something, right? Dig just won top side of the map, and they won the
Like,
jungle scrum.
I'll get shit on, but not this hard.
Goodness,
I'll
this
just
time
build a
it's
fucking
united.
Cinderhulk and Athenes and a Redemption and allow myself to get carried.
Is ending soon. It feels like Dignitas completely crushing this game. Their gold lead.
This is absolutely disgusting.
They've got second Herald, that mid lane.
And normally watching CLG games like this year, it's been hard to pinpoint where the issues are because
CLG, not anymore.
you know a lot of them seem to be like communication based and like shot calling and whatnot, and a lot of the finer points of the game that we just keep fucking up consistently. This is not the finer points. This is Fraggus being outright terrible at fucking League of Legends. Holy shit.
Clean execution. I want to see tune-up on the way in to playoff because Dignitas are almost assuredly closing this one out, and I want to see how good they can look on the way as they wait for their first round opponent. A big stun on Phoenix, though, is not what you want to see. Viper tanks up. Look at that. Perfect. Q.
Holy shit.
No CC, no damage.
I don't have words for how bad this is.
Look at this loop around from Dardoch. Are they actually going to go for it? Stan United, few seconds away. They don't quite have that, but they do have Wish.
They're going to look for a sleep on a stick. So he's got to shift backwards. He's not going to be an easy
Holy
target. He's gonna
fucking
find it,
shit.
quite land it.
He's 0-4 at this point.
Dignitas knocked down another turret. They are ready to reset. They are ready to play for their third Drake in 43 seconds. And soon they will be ready to face the loser of TSC.
And you need to be able to 1-3-1. But you can't. Because Dardoch has taken over the entire fucking map.
Have mega speed.
And they have a bunch of globals.
Dragon on top of it.
Oh my god. Smoothie's over 1,000 gold behind Afromu.
The jungle of
That's absurd.
nowhere is really easy for them to defend.
Boba has a bunch of gold.
I do in these situations, I try and just trail one of the split pushes.
Fracas is almost behind Afromu in gold. And they funneled so much farm onto Johnson. Like, Dardoch was their early game win condition. And then they have late game security in Johnson. You have a Soraka, you're not going to be able to stop him. Like, we have Grievous Spoons. Like, that's a good buy from Fraggus. That's a good buy from Wiggly to be able to get that, because they're going to be the ones in 1-3-1 situations. Like, they're going to be the three they're going to be getting in most of the skirmishes. It does extremely well against the Soraka. The Ashe has Borg, and Olaf has a bunch of natural healing. So we do get a turret. We trade a turret for it. Fraggus, for whatever fucking reason, is doing the opponent's red.
lane tier 2. Dignitas's gold lead
He's doing the opponent's fucking red buff while our turret's getting taken. I don't understand that.
Money in the pockets, but CLG are losing their base.
All right, plenty of wards left behind too. You see that trail through the red quadrant of the jungle. Basically, the map is full of darkness and terrors for CLG. They really have to huddle together. They have to check every brush. They have to throw out these skill shots to even, go farm a wolf camp.
Not sure if CLG can be filled with determination though, because right now Dignitas are determined to close this.
I feel like putting Fragus in is just a big middle finger from Dofo, just saying, you see you see, you dumb fuckers, this is what I had to work with. Like, I know Wiggly wasn't playing well, but this was our option.
Well, waiting around for the next big play. We know Baron's up in 35 seconds. We know Dignitas are in command.
Is this the tactical int by fucking Tafo to be able to get the org to actually make some fucking changes? It's not like the fucking NFL or NBA where you tank for a specific player. Not tanking for 2 a year. If you tank in LCS, nobody wants to come fucking play for you. This is like, we don't even deserve a 9th place finish with how we're playing. Like how we played. 5-14, the dream, baby.
Versus Ruin, who has farmed up through the Trinity Force here on Camille. That is one thing that CLG could, pull out some surprises. As I was saying, maybe you have somebody trail the Camille and you bring a bit of damage. So that's why Viper actually gave him a pretty wide berth in that
and
split push. Arrow does hit though.
Y'all know I'm not a big fan of fucking flaming players. I usually give him the benefit of the doubt, but holy shit. Holy fucking shit. This is impressive how bad it is. Like, normally I get all sad. I'm legitimately impressed by how bad it is, because normally it's small mistakes that we're like fucking up. We're fucking up things that it's like, man, we're real close to being good. We're like really close to being we're really close to being this like solid team that can compete for like, maybe a 3rd place bid at Worlds. Like, if we clean these couple things up, we can do that. No, this is just nope. With Fragus, and I would be absolutely amazed if we won a game. This is one of the most horrid things I've ever seen. Like, this reminds me of like playing with my dad when he was just in general. He only plays Garen, doesn't really know what he's doing. But at least he has a good attitude. Am I right? Am I right? Fuck. Holy shit.
That kill going over to Camille just gives the big burst of extra gold into the place that they need it right now. The split pusher, the ray of hope.
Yeah. Wiggly wasn't that bad. Holy crap. You know?
I think intelligently, rule around squishies is as they get more gold, they don't tend to buy that much more durability. They tend to buy more damage. So the 8-0 Ashe is as squishy as the 0-8 Ashe in a lot of cases here. Now, in this case, 2-1, but still.
Wiggly was a little painful to watch. It was like, it was like stubbing your toe. Like, it's not pleasant, but you can get over it pretty quickly. Some of them aren't that bad. Fragus, it is a sledgehammer straight to the balls. Right? Just full-on buff-ass dude just swinging a sledgehammer as hard as he can right into the nutsack.
So ready for the Olaf super speed train to come through. I'm still looking for the Righteous Glory plus ultimate pop at the same time to get the uber speed to come through. Looks like with Baron available, Dig can use that as the bait to draw out CLG. How can CLG play around this very, very dangerous foe with the Baron as the lure?
And the Baron lure needs to happen, to keep in mind. I don't think you wait another 5 minutes for Elder Dragon
Like,
to spawn. Ignitas,
I mean, this game has pretty much been over
this game goes
since
to standstill.
like minute
The more
1.
you farm back and forth, the better it is for CLG, because that 7,000 gold deficit
But
is less
like
than
we
70K,
have to
less than 30K.
figure out we have no way of getting the split push
They are
going
top lane 2-2. They're gonna try to knock on the turret, but the wave is
because
gone.
we lost control of the map
Tanky enough, the turret
from
will
the
default
fucking
or lead. Now
first
there are only
second
inhibitor turrets left.
from the moment
Viper
Fraggots
is
died.
lane to answer Ruin, but he's got a level deficit.
Like we're at least trading tier 2s for tier 1s. That's something.
CLG are finding ways to
Ruin's
trade close to equal,
actually
stall or get kills, and it
weaker than
makes
Viper at this
CLG
point,
speed
I
get
think,
rushes in this game.
in terms of items.
And remember that CLG also with the Bard pick or Smoothie have another way to stall on that Baron. So if Smoothie can have vision, if they can get a well-timed Bard ultimate, CLG's goal of stalling, of buying time, of playing around this dangerously fed Dig team is doable, right? They have
It still is possible if Dignitas absolutely shits the bed. But our macro has been so bad that I don't think there's a world where we pull it off. And this was what got us wins early on, this kind of 1-3-1 style comp where Pobelter and Ruin just play the side lanes and Stix a Smoothie and Jungler just kind of sit, clear waves, and not die. But they didn't do the not dying thing well, especially Jungler. He did the dying thing a lot. He did it a lot.
But they are done with the easy objectives. The elemental drakes are all dead. The outside turrets are all dead. Dignitas now is a slightly harder point where you've got to do something with a little bit of danger attached to it. Here we go. And danger
Okay.
Viper right now is in a
That could be decent.
comes in to stop Johnson. It's gonna be big damage.
That's a decent kill, but now we have to deal with the people with actual gold. Like that's a good kill. It's very good, and it's on to Stixay. Stixay and Ruin have hit item points, so Pobelter, Stixay, and Ruin have all hit really good item point breaks where they do a lot of damage. And Fraggus has stopped dying, which is nice. Well, we can kind of, we should be able to stall them. Like the 4v4 should be able to stall. But yeah, we have no teleport wards. Are we gonna kill? That's a big kill by Ruin. But Dardoch is just gonna kill like everyone. Okay. Ruin 1v9? Ruin? What?
They're doing it, Freak. Ruin now also has a possibility of continuing the chase on a Dardoch hookshot.
No, you don't want to chase him. He wins that.
Jungle and CLG, they stop the Baron here right in the
What? Okay. I don't really understand what happened here.
Gets the control word in. They're too worried about the possible steal with that blast cone, and man, that Bard stun on.
Yeah, that was a really good stun.
Phoenix and Johnson right next to each other.
And Johnson walked way too far forward. Ruin ended up getting a great flank. So did Fraggus. I mean, Dardoch got under the back line, which is unfortunate. But no, that closes the gold gap a little bit. How did Viper do 3k damage in that fight? But Phoenix did nothing.
And we've got Baron, of course, available on the map. Elder Dragon spawns in 50, and CLG crucially got shut
My
down.
cat Zoe is apparently very upset at the wall right now. You heard your name, didn't you?
What are they going to feel like
Yeah.
in this fight there? I mean, they were up so much in gold and managed to stumble just enough right here. CLG, can they make the comeback? Fighting for the
This would be the classic CLG of giving you that little glimpse of hope just to throw it away.
Yep, season's on the line. Ruin's still
Where
yet to
Fragus
win
seems to
this
be
game.
doing all right once we get out of the point where there's lanes and he's actually jungling, where he's just like strictly a team fighter. There's actually a redeeming quality or two. We just managed to actually get to that point in this game this time. And he's in a bad position again. Good cleanse by Smoothie, but he dies for Fragus's mistake, and Fragus decides to go back in, and yep, the little bit of hope just to throw it all fucking away, because that is Elder Drake. There's nothing we can do about it. Johnson is dead, but Stix A gets hit by the Zoe bubble.
Sorry, 4 versus 2 for Elder Dragon. Now, Pobelter has spellbooked Smite. He has
Oh, that's pretty big. That could be big, except not a chance. Stix A dies. Pobelter can't 1v4 it, and that's game. I called it that they would give us a little bit of false hope and then throw it away in a stupid ass way. They just shit the bed. Because, right as I give Fragus a compliment, he makes me regret it. He makes me regret giving him a compliment. He didn't deserve that. Oh, my support just died. Better jump in 1v5. That's oh my god.
3 wins. A 4-2 start in the summer. You thought CLG may have turned it around, and they could only find a single win afterwards as their season slips away off of a disappointing year. Dignitas, a 0-6 start to summer. People said this is the worst roster we've seen in a long time. They bring in Phoenix, they bring in Dardoch, they brought back Viper, and they have gotten better and better and better. This group
and Dardoch knowing how to build here with the locket, getting a lot of bang for his buck, being able to. One of the big issues is Soraka and Ashe getting picked by Ruin, so he's building to help support that as a tankier jungle. Wow, what a novel concept.
That's going to be a very big team-wide shield. Mikhail's extra safety from Aframu had been built too, saving Johnson for...
And it's not even Cinderhulk, Olaf.
...or any future Bard stuns that might land on him.
Like,
it just means Dig wholeheartedly...
There's absolutely nothing you can do at this point.
Looking for it right now. Middle inhibitor is going to be gone, and I don't think CLG can fight. There's no way you want to battle Elder...
Like, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
Ready to match with an ulti. It's a 4v4, but this also means that the gold winner on CLG is not part of this fight. He's getting objectives, but they are bleeding part of the base. And here comes the attempted play. TF ult goes to catch the mid lane wave. They can maybe save the Nexus. It's a heads-up play.
And we just get to watch this bleed away.
This is going to be a fight with the buffs on. Dignitas fighting turret number 1 to close out the game, close out the season, and find their way into playoffs. First image comes in. A tanky Olaf gets the shield. He's ready to go. He's ready to dive. He's ready to find the kills. Taunt comes in. The dive backwards as well. And Ruin is gone for number 1. Dardoch is godlike 7-0-6. One of the replacements that led the charge. Dignitas will knock down the Nexus. He will be the 8th and final team in the playoffs, taking down CLG. And we'll see you this weekend. We'll see you next weekend, Dignitas. Congratulations on the win.
Well,
Dig and a welcome to playoffs.
Yep.
They have road this split.
I've
Multiple roster changes, trying to problem solve within the middle of the split, and at the very
blow it up.
end, they finally get it.
Fucking blow it up, burn it down.
With a really strong early game.
First things first, get yourself a motherfucking jungler that can play. Potluck, Xmithy, bring someone in from Europe. Fucking A. maybe look in Turkey or some other place. I don't fucking know, but bring in someone that can play. I would love to see Max Waldo as coach. I'll probably do an entire video on changes like to see because there's a lot. Sneaky says he wants to play. You could bring in Sneaky Medios, build around that. I don't know. There's a lot you can do. Just don't bring this roster back, please.